Hey there, wonderful souls. Welcome to vgsastro. Today I'm going to be talking about Sun transit in the sign of Aries. And in April 2025, Sun moves into the sign of Aries, which is its exalted state. And when Sun moves here, it's going to bring both blessings as well as challenges. Now, I keep getting a lot of emails, a lot of comments asking me, why am I so negative with transits? You know, I thought I will address this issue in one of my transit videos. I'm going to keep talking about it as often as possible because this is something that everybody needs to know. Just because some planet is going to be in its exalted state does not mean that it's going to be fantastic for all the zodiac signs. It's going to have its negatives as well. We're living in a world where there are 8 billion people, you know? So you don't have to take this transit personally. It doesn't have to be negative just because I say it. You know, it may not apply to you. It could apply to somebody else. And it is exactly for that somebody else. The positives are something that a lot of astrologers focus on these days. And it's probably because people like to hear good things. They don't want to hear bad things. They don't want to hear negative things. And it does increase their fan following, obviously. And probably that's why they do it. But really, guys, let's be practical. Every month we go through good things, good times. And every month there's going to be a negative theme as well. And there are many negative themes that we can avoid in life. Good things, if they're bound to happen, let it happen. Why do I have to bother about the good things? Because that's not something that I'm trying to change. What I'm trying to change is the negative aspect of life, the things that I can avoid. Okay, so this transit, like any other transit, is going to bring financial gains to some zodiac signs, and it's going to bring unexpected shifts to some others. There's going to be a different way that Sun is going to impact each and every zodiac sign. So if you're curious to know what this journey means for you, I'm going to break it down sign by sign. And let's begin, guys. Let's begin with Aries ascendant or Aries moon sign. Alright, for Aries, Sun moves to your first house where he is getting exalted. And Sun rules your fifth house of romance. He rules the house of creativity. And when Sun goes here, this is also a power position, guys. And when he moves to the first house, he's bringing power back to you. You're going to feel empowered. If you've been looking for a government job, you could now get one. If you are already in a government job, or if you're working for the government, doing business with the government, you're going to see a lot of benefit during this transit. But with Sun transit, Sun also brings a lot of intensity in the first house. You're going to feel more driven, more seen, more you than you've felt in a while. So there's going to be a lot of moving. There's going to be a lot of action in the first house. Early in this transit, some of you will feel the weight, tension around children, tension around conception, or even just a sense that something personal is shifting under the surface. And that's because your Lagnesh Mars is now debilitated in the sign of Cancer. That means Sun is probably now going to be in a state where he's going to self-reflect. He's going to self-reflect on your well-being. He's going to self-reflect on your energy levels. And physically, it's going to show up as headaches, rising tension, rising blood pressure, or unexpected hits to your wallet. That will make you pause, no doubt. But don't let that throw you off, because the second half of the Sun's transit in the sign of Aries, that's when things will start to change. Health concerns will come down, finances will also begin to stabilize. And the emotional tension that you've been feeling, that's also going to start to melt. Even long standing concerns about family or conception will begin to lift. And on the relationship front, Sun aspects the seventh house, and he's going to be very attractive to the opposite sex. But the problem with Sun in the first house is that he is authoritative. That means he can be a bit harsh in his demeanor, in his approach to the opposite sex, in his approach to other people. That could rub things the wrong way. So you're advised or you're cautioned not to be harsh with people. But definitely Sun is going to bring you a chance to reconnect emotionally and spiritually with your partner. But the catch is that with Sun lighting up your identity, ego can flare up. So watch out for ego clashes with your spouse. And for students, this is game time. Even with Mars debilitated in the sign of Cancer, Sun is supportive. Whether it is exams, athletics, or any performance-based pursuit, Sun is going to be having your back. The fire is lit and he wants you to rise. The transit is not going to be easy, no doubt, but it is definitely going to be empowering. And if you move with awareness, it will change the game for you. For Taurus, the Sun transit is not loud, but it's deep. As the exalted Sun moves to your 12th house, he rules your 4th house of home and emotions, and there's going to be a sense of moving inwards, the sense of shifting, the focus shifting inwards. You may notice a ripple beneath the surface, emotional restlessness, friction at home, maybe something gone wrong and you're going to have to travel as well. You may not find the support of your spouse or children. Maybe they feel distant or they're away from you and you're going to handle things all by yourself. Your expenses could also climb. Unexpected obligations could stretch your resources. And for some, a family member's health might call for your presence, your time, and your care. At work, the story is mixed. Superiors might back you, but don't expect smooth teamwork. There could be tension, misalignment, silence that says more than words. Physically, your immunity might dip. You could see trouble with cold, cough, fever, or anything that concerns your heart, your emotions, both physically as well as mentally, right? But here's where this transit gets quietly powerful. The 12th house is the house of retreat, release, and reconnection with the soul. And with the Sun exalted here, it offers you something rare, clarity through distance. Whether it's going to be for a spiritual getaway, or it's going to be a solo trip, or even a nostalgic return home, or even because you're obligated to visit some place. That travel becomes medicine. That travel will help you get better sleep. And your dreams, they might just hold messages you've been waiting for. The transit is not just about action, it's a transit of restoration. You're not being punished, you're being recalibrated. Your confidence is also going to be slowly building. It's rebuilding. Your inner voice grows louder, steadier. And as the world turns its attention outward, you're asked to look inward, saying, pause, reflect, regroup, and then rise. Because even in solitude, Taurus, the sun is still shining, just in a different direction. Let's now look at Gemini. For Geminis, the transit comes with momentum and it wants you to rise with it. As the sun enters your 11th house, the domain of gains, connections, and aspirations, while ruling your 3rd house of courage and self-effort, it brings an energy that's both ambitious as well as personal. You're not just chasing success, you're doing it for something or someone that matters to you. And the universe, it sees that. Your hard work now fuels your confidence. It gives you presence, especially in conversations about money, power, and purpose. Colleagues notice, friends respond, and your social world begins to feel warmer, more aligned, more open. If there is a legal concern, there's a shift in your favor. Gifts, bonuses, unexpected rewards, all possible now. Even your spending starts to make sense. Expenses feel aligned, intentional, not chaotic. And for those with a taste for speculation, trading, gambling, stock markets, this window might just surprise you. But here's your reminder: what comes in first can go out just as quick. Manage what you gain. Invest your time, money, and energy wisely. Because the sun is not just shining, it's spotlighting your ability to create, reconnect, and climb the ladder. This is a month of possibilities, Gemini. Just remember, momentum is only as powerful as the direction it's moving in. Make sure yours is true. For Cancer, the transit is about standing tall and standing strong. As the sun moves to your 10th house, the house of career and public image, while ruling your second house of wealth and values, it lights up your professional sphere. It lights up your professional sphere in a way that people cannot ignore. This is a moment of recognition. Your integrity and ethics will become your signature, and others will take notice. You might find yourself putting in extra hours at work. You're going to have to sit long and you're going to have to sit late at night. But you're doing this not just for your company or your organization, but it's about the legacy that you're building. Your words will carry a lot of weight at work. Your influence will grow. Whether in meetings or casual conversations, you'll inspire those people around you. And here's a beautiful twist: your family might step into your professional life during this transit. Perhaps they want to visit your workplace, and that's when a sweet surprise is in store for you. People are going to be talking about you. You'll feel the respect and admiration, not just from your peers, but also from your loved ones. Harmony at home will grow, and your career blossoms. A promotion, maybe a bonus is also in the offing. Yes, that is very likely. And if your work involves government contracts or public service, this transit energy is especially very potent for you, Cancer. But here's the balance that gets tricky. As your income climbs, so too might your expenses. Even though the paychecks grow, wise financial management becomes your anchor. Don't forget this. Don't let short term gains overshadow the long term security that you're trying to build now. So, if you've got money saved for a long term goal, don't withdraw that for fulfilling your short term obligations. But any which way, this transit is going to offer you growth, Cancer. But how you manage your resources will determine whether that growth is going to last or not. Alright, now let's look at Leo. For Leo, this transit is a journey of expansion, and it starts within you. As the sun, your ruling planet, moves through your ninth house, the house of travel, belief, and having a higher purpose. The world suddenly feels larger, more open. This is a time when adventure calls, whether it's a physical journey to new lands or a deeper dive into your own beliefs. You're about to step into new terrain, places you've never explored, possibly even spiritual or sacred ones. Your philosophies, your worldview, all are going to shift, growing stronger, more expansive. You will feel a deeper connection to something greater than yourself. But here's the twist: not everything will feel easy. Of course not. At work, challenges will begin to rise. Health wise, you might face a few bumps in the road. Yet, your resilience will carry you through these obstacles. No matter the pressures you face, you will find joy and emotional fulfillment at home. The love and support of your family, spouse, children, and those closest to you will be your rock. And here's where it gets interesting. Those you expect to come through for you, they might not, but the unexpected will rise. New acquaintances, fresh faces, they'll step in, offering you the help and support you did not see coming. Financial success is also on the horizon. So there's going to be a lot of gains during this transit, both material as well as spiritual. Leo, this is a transformative time. The sun is shining a light on your path, guiding you to broader horizon and to soulful connections that will change you. You're definitely not going to be the same after this transit. Trust the journey. It's leading you exactly where you need to go. Let's look at what this transit holds for Virgo. For Virgos, this transit is not what it seems. It's layered, it's got a lot of complexity to it, yet it is very rich with potential. If you have the right mind to perceive that this shift is taking you in the right direction, then you could definitely stand benefited by this transit. As the sun moves through your 8th house, the house of transformation, secrets, and hidden forces, while ruling the 12th house of solitude and spiritual matters, you might feel like challenges arise only to fade away just as quickly. There's a strange energy like something obscured, waiting to be revealed. This is a time of subtle shifts, Virgo, and as you begin to look for answers, you'll notice they sometimes appear right when you least expect them. Your interest in foreign cultures, new philosophies, and unexplored ideas may intensify right now. You could find yourself diving into books, studies, maybe even YouTube or travel that expand your mind in ways you haven't considered before. But here's the caution with Sun in the 8th house, and that is your father's health might demand attention. So stay aware of any changes there. There could be something secretive about your father. Unexpected travel could also be in store for Virgos, perhaps at a moment's notice, throwing your plans off balance. Keeping your essentials ready is gonna definitely favor you because a sudden trip may catch you off guard. On the more practical side, watch out for minor mishaps. A small accident or a dent in your vehicle could happen and insurance may not cover them. Keep your wits about you, especially while commuting. At work, attention to detail is key. Even the smallest oversight could lead to complications. So follow protocols very carefully to the detail. Your health could also be affected. You may not be eating at the right time, or you may skip a meal, and that might start to take a toll on your body. Listen to your body and stay mindful of your routines. But here's the truth, Virgo. This is a transit of transformation. If you stay organized, aware, and grounded, you will find that even the challenges bring you closer to a new version of yourself because you're all about calculating things ahead of time. And this period of transformation can help you move in a different direction that will benefit you in the long run. It's not an easy road, but it's one worth traveling. Next up, we have Libra ascendant, so Libra moon sign. Alright, for Libra natives, this transit brings a powerful message about balance, but it's not without its challenges, guys. As the sun moves through your 7th house of relationship and partnerships while ruling your 11th house of gains and social connections, Sun is definitely poised to bring you income through agreements, income through partnership, income through alliances, collaborations. All of this is possible now. But then the problem with Sun in the 7th house especially for Libra natives, is because Sun is the Badakage planet, and here he could bring you gains, but those are not going to be without some kind of compromise. You may have to cut corners right now. You may have to be okay with what you get. Your rewards may not be as rewarding as you thought it would be. The balance that is so crucial for you may feel off, leading to frustration, especially in relationship with people, not just your spouse or partner, but in everyday life, that could happen. So expect some tension between you and other people, and the financial imbalance could leave you questioning whether your efforts are truly being valued. They may not be as gainful as you thought they would be. However, there's a deeper message behind this transit, and that is to surrender and have faith in that higher power. The exalted Sun offers its blessings, but they come only when you're willing to seek guidance from something greater than yourself. Ask for that help. Miracles are within reach, Libra, but they require you to align with your higher purpose, to trust in the process, and to stay connected to your inner guidance. Also, ego clashes are possible in partnerships, but they're avoidable. Let the Sun guide you towards humility and patience. That's what we're looking at. If you're patient and if you're humble, you will benefit from this relationship. You will benefit from other people without a doubt. If you stay grounded and calm, better days are ahead. I can guarantee you that, and the universe is listening. For Scorpios, the transit brings a wave of powerful transformation. There's going to be victory over challenges and clear path forward. Because Sun rules your 10th house and he is going into your 6th house. This is giving rise to a very powerful combination. It indicates victory over enemies and health challenges. It's at least going to make you work and toil towards better life, an improved version of yourself. And it's likely that some long-standing debt will also get cleared, or you are going to work towards clearing that debt. Your relationship with both enemies and friends will shift positively, and you may even see some of your adversaries becoming your ally. This is definitely your time to shine. With the Sun in your 6th, you are likely to feel an urge to give back. And that's going to happen because 6th is the house of service. It's the house of charity. And these acts will bring you inner fulfillment. Remember, whenever you do charity, you'll have to do it in an unconditional manner. That's when it fructifies. That's when your karmic debt in the 6th house gets nullified. It's also a very important time for you to focus on your health, so you could adopt a healthier lifestyle, and that will reward you in the long term. Travel during this time could bring favorable outcomes, and you will find that unseen obstacles slowly begin to fade. Success in your professional life is on the horizon. The support of your spouse and children will also be rock solid, and there's a good chance your material possessions are also going to increase during this time. If you have any dealings with property or land, and this time could bring you some unexpected benefits, even though your Lord is debilitated in the sign of Cancer. If you're involved in legal matters, the Sun's energy will strongly favor a successful resolution. You might even receive gifts or assistance that lightens your load. Scorpio, this is a highly prosperous and transformative phase for you. The Sun is shining on your path, bringing peace, growth, and a sense of empowerment. The universe is backing you. Trust the process and enjoy the success ahead. Next, we have Sagittarius. For Sagittarius, the transit through your 5th house is like a burst of light, bringing luck, joy, and favorable outcomes. With the Sun ruling your 9th house, This is a time when luck and prosperity are on your side, especially in matters related to children and romantic relationships. If you've been thinking about growing your family or considering conception plans, this is one of the best times for you to focus on those aspirations. Whatever goals you've been nurturing, whether it's prosperity or it's creativity or personal growth, now is the time for them to align and work in your favor, because this is an exalted sun and he is there to favor you. Travel, especially to distant places, will bring success and prosperity. If concerns about conception have been on your mind, consider visiting a religious or spiritual place of worship for the inner boost you need. You will find peace and happiness within your family during this transit, and the ninth lord in the fifth house offers a perfect opportunity for fame, for public recognition. And if you've been thinking about publishing your work, promoting a product, or sharing your ideas with the world, now is like the best moment to go public with it. Now is like the best time to put your creativity out there for everyone to notice. Your intellect is going to be very sharp. Your creative skills will flow without much effort from your side. Or at least you're going to enjoy the process of doing some creative work. It's an ideal time to dive into artistic projects or to explore something new, something different, maybe even delve into ancient texts, because the fifth lord is now in the eighth house. Although debilitated, it's still opening the doors for expansion and know-how of how the universe works. So trust in this period of expansion and success. Your plans are coming together, Sagittarius, and the universe is supporting your growth. This is a highly auspicious time to move forward. Embrace it completely. For Capricorns, the sun transits through your fourth house, and he is your eighth lord going into the fourth house, creating a mix of challenges as well as opportunities. So during this time, you may experience some turbulence in your emotional life. Fourth is the house of emotions, particularly regarding your mother or maternal relations. You could face some kind of a gloomy situation or emotional upheaval, especially because your fourth lord is also in the sign of Cancer, which is debilitated. But trust me, this is going to be short-lived. Distant travel is also likely on the horizon, possibly with little notice. While the journey may come unexpectedly, it promises positive outcomes and success. So stay flexible and prepared for sudden changes in your travel plans. Your expenses might increase, but rest assured you will have the resources to manage them. Money will continually flow into your life, allowing you to handle your financial needs with ease. Family life, especially with your spouse and children, will bring much needed peace and happiness. Providing emotional support, although your fourth lord is debilitated in the sign of Cancer, aspecting your first house. So there is some problem in the relationship with your spouse or partner, but they're still going to be in a position where they will offer emotional support thanks to Sun in the fourth house, where he is getting exalted. In the second half of the transit, you might face health concerns related to heat or pitta, such as digestion issues or inflammation. Maybe you could even have ulcers in your mouth and things like that. But if you're gonna pay proper attention to your health, all of this can be avoided or minimized. So stay mindful of your well-being, and you will smoothly come out of this transit in a more balanced way. Capricorns, this period might bring some challenges. It's also an opportunity to stay grounded and trust in your ability to handle whatever comes your way. Next, let's look at Aquarius. Alright, for Aquarius, the sun's transiting into your third house and he's ruling your seventh house. So this ushers in a period of mental clarity and emotional ease, despite your third lord being debilitated in the sign of Cancer, which is your sixth house, right? So Maybe all of this while you weren't able to do much about challenges, you know? Maybe your efforts were not there. Maybe you could not take the initiative to do what was necessary to compete. But now, since Sun is going into the third house, you're likely to feel a significant reduction in stress and worries. You could now get unexpected financial gains from someone or from some source. If you're employed in a corporate setup or in some kind of a structured workplace, you're going to find the support of your bosses. Your boss might even go out of their way to offer you a helping hand. Maybe they're going to come and do your work while you sit and relax. With the seventh lord in the third house, there's a possibility of uplifting news within the family. This could be an auspicious event or a joyful new beginning. So a lot of excitement is getting developed with Sun moving into the sign of Aries. The Sun brings warmth and happiness into your domestic life. Your friends and relatives are going to be very cordial and very supportive. Your relationship with your spouse will also benefit from this transit. The energy of the exalted Sun in Aries offers a fantastic opportunity for you to cultivate a new habit, because third house is about habits. Exalted Sun in the third house is going to give you or help you dive into something motivating and engaging. It's a perfect time to start a learning journey that will keep you inspired in the long run. So Aquarius, the time is not only good for growth, but a newfound sense of peace and alignment in your relationship and endeavors is also opening up. So all you need to do is embrace the opportunity as they come, and you're going to find tremendous courage during this period. Sun is empowering you. He's giving you a lot of energy and a lot of courage to face difficult situations which you were not able to face because of Mars in Cancer. Now you're able to do that. So for Pisces, Sun transits into your second house and he rules your sixth house. So this period brings a mix of challenges and opportunities that will shape your domestic life and financial landscape. Stress could increase, and if you're not mindful of your behavior towards your spouse, you might encounter disagreements or even quarrel with them. Mental stress is likely to be more pronounced during this time. So it's very essential for you to manage your emotions and maintain a calm demeanor. On the positive side, there is potential for increasing your possessions and capital assets, but this may come after some initial struggle. Your patience and persistence will be key in turning challenges into gains. That's possible. So, but you're also going to be accumulating something, or for your family, or installing something at your home, and that is possible during this time. You might also face issues related to oral health or digestion, so be extra mindful of your well-being during this time. Pay attention to your diet and take steps to stay healthy. If you're considering a personal loan from a banking institute or a financial institution, the transit could actually work in your favor, providing a good opportunity to seek financial assistance if needed, because he is, after all, the sixth lord going into the second house of getting that money. While, of course, there's going to be challenges along the way, the transit also is going to offer growth and practical benefits provided you approach it with patience and care. Pisces, this is a time to stay grounded and approach both personal and financial matters with caution and clarity. Opportunities are on the horizon, but they will require your effort and resilience to fully unfold. So trust the process and know that positive change is coming for you. Enjoy this transit, and that's all I've got for all the zodiac signs. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe below. Also share this video with your friends and family. And if this transit resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up. Alright, and I will see you guys again with another new video very soon.